You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Episode 215 is about to begin. And as you can tell from my hat I finally found yesterday, it is Championship Saturday, baby. That's right. The ACC, the SEC, all of the major power conferences will be decided today. We will finally know who's going to be playing in the playoff championship. I can't wait. We got lots to talk about. We got big time NFL games. It's winding down. The football season is winding down. We are finally finna separate the pretenders from the real contenders, the show me's from the tell me's. We're finally finna figure it all out. And but we got other topics. The Braves once again have blown a free agency period. The Major League Baseball have locked the players out again. I'm glad the playoffs are over with. We'll deal with baseball later on down the line. We got NBA games. We got Hawks blowing leads. We got Lakers still messing things up. You know, I'm not wasting any more time. My boys are ready to talk. I'm ready to talk. It's championship Saturday. We ready for some football and some other sports too. But let's get it started. Red, Rev, Coach, and Armani. Missing Shelby, but hey, we'll make up for her absence. Let's go, fellas.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red Rev Sports Show, coming to you live from the ATL Charlotte, and also in Virginia, where Armani is. Welcome to episode 215, and we're coming to you with real sports talk because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen? Real sports knowledge. So hang out with your boys on this championship Saturday. Red, Rev, Coach, and we let Armani sneak in even though he talking about Roll Tide for episode 215. And as is our numerology custom, Coach, what you got for us for 215? And let's pray we were all alive and well when this person he talks about play. What you got for us, Coach?
I don't understand the lead in to that, but we gonna move on. And Rev, since you're talking, I got somebody that's near and dear to your heart right now. He played in 2 Super Bowls. He won one and lost one. He currently wears a maroon uniform on Sundays and a white one on the other. He's your quarterback, wearing number 15, Pat Mahomes. Your boy.
Okay. Let's go.
See.
Coach, Red looking like a little gremlin in front. I don't know what he doing, man. He must be attending to his mother. Well, I don't want him to look like that because he giving Revenite Nation a lot of ammunition to just get started, but there you go. Yeah, he didn't look. All right, man. You're looking kind of gremlin-ish.
Oh man, I'm afraid what that freeze frame look like.
Oh man, it was bad.
It was pretty bad.
Oh my God!
It was bad.
Oh my God! I'm so embarrassed, man. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
What it was in just a minute, but nevertheless, how you gentlemen doing?
Fine.
Great.
Cool.
All right, we know that it's pumped up with this. Everybody's pumped up with this SEC championship. We almost had a show before the show talking about it, so we're looking forward to see what folk got to say. Let's not waste any time. You all know how we got to do it. We got to welcome Revenite Nation. I know the Revenites are in place, and they are locked and loaded, ready to give us a great show. Let's see who chimed in. The VP is in the building. Thanking the Lord yet for another Saturday. Kind of Deacon VP-ish on today. I hear you, Deke. He slammed down the gavel for another session of the Red Rev Sports Show. Now it is officially started. Lance, Bill, Brew, good morning to you. Thanks, bro, for checking in before you hit those streets. Chris Trailer, been gone for a minute. He's back, and you see he got his Georgia fever. Joe Black representing you too, man. I'm still working on trying to unblock you, brother. Nevertheless, man, you're holding it down in Jacksonville, and I know you got your Go Dog spirit going on in Jacksonville. Look at Dawu Amani repping that Bama. And Dawu said, rise up. I don't know if that's for Georgia. Definitely not for the Falcons. Chris said, y'all couldn't kick Armani off the show.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate.
Oh, man. Good morning, Sister Harris. Good morning. Lieutenant Sonel's wife thinks he's down the street.
At the Wawa.
Man, don't be playing our money like that. He is the man, Vince. He ain't got to pretend.
Yo, I'll let that one red pass. I'll let that one pass red. Oh, someone gave him food.
Man, I have got to see this photo, man. I can't. I was looking that bad.
It was bad, Red. It was bad, man.
Oh boy.
Be careful what you ask for you might just.
You might get it.
Yeah. Nevertheless. All right, Jim, let's go, man. Let's get to Dope, Nope, and Cope. We'll start with Armani because I think he'll be coaching a lot today. So we want to encourage you, So what you got for us, man? What you doping on?
Oh boy, y'all say the same thing for the past 4. Anyway, I'm doping on one khaki pants for finally getting over that hump.
Oh Lord,
and finally getting to the Big Ten championship. So khaki pants, I'm happy for you. It's about time. But let's reserve, some of that because you still got to win today. So, but khaki pants, good job, proud of you. About time.
All right.
Excellent, absolutely excellent.
Red, what are you doping on, man?
I guess I'm doping on Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame's newly hired young African American coach. After what Brian Kelly did to him, leaving in such a classless way, the fact that Notre Dame looked in-house to promote within, that's a very pleasant surprise from them. Like I say, you know how most of these big powerhouse schools do, always going outside looking for the next best white guy. In this case, they look for the closest black guy to their program. So bravo, Notre Dame, for proving that diversity is present in your athletic department. Marcus Freeman, bravo. I think you're a young upcoming coach. You deserve this opportunity. So bravo, dope to Notre Dame and dope to Marcus Freeman for getting this opportunity. Good luck.
Well, we'll let Red off the hook. That's going to be one of the things we talk about, but we won't. That is NCAA coaching carousel material.
I can't believe it.
That's all right, Red.
Why did I go with my other choice?
You have been Armani by Red. You have been Armani by Red. All right.
I can't believe this.
Coach,
I pride myself on not letting that happen to me.
Coach, what are you doping on?
I'm doping on one Bailey Zappi. You may not know him, but he's the nation's leading passer. And in his game last night, the UTSA Road Runners against Western Kentucky, which none of you hardly look at, he threw for 577 yards. 577 yards in a losing effort. He almost won. They made a comeback. But I'll give Bailey Zappi my dope moment. 577 yards in the game.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And my dope is a local dope. I'm doping on Carver High School, going to the state championship here in Atlanta, Georgia. They are the last Atlanta public school to go to a state championship game since Mays did it a few years ago. So hopefully they will do what Mays didn't do, and that is win the chip for APS. So I've never said this before, but I'll say it because I'm an APS product, and I used to teach and coach in APS. Go Carver! Go Carver!
All right.
All right, Red, what are you noping on? And think about all the topics we're going to be talking about today.
Here we go.
I can't believe that happened to me. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm noping on OKC. I mean, getting blown out by 73 points the other night. That's just ultimate. No, man, you're a professional basketball team. Man, see, now I'm really understanding why they avoided putting professional teams in Oklahoma. I mean, Lord, that super boring state. Once you break up the championship team, you really ain't going to get no players to come play there. But still, Lord have mercy, 73 points. That big a blowout. You got blown out by another small market team, the Memphis Grizzlies. Lord have mercy, man. What is going on? Oklahoma, You got to get together. It might be time. You know what? It might be time to send Oklahoma back to Seattle, which is where they should have never left. Okay, because I don't see that team. All this team is gonna do is just gonna keep stocking draft picks. Never are you gonna get a free agent to come over there. So Oklahoma, good luck to your future. But that 73-point blowout was the absolute rock bottom.
Epic fail.
All right, Coach, what are you noping on, sir?
I'm noping on one Luka Doncic, who quietly they don't talk about a lot, I guess, because he's a darling of everybody. His own coach, Jason Kidd, told him, stop lobbying for calls so much. It seems like every time he gets touched, he wants to holler, foul, foul. Y'all don't see that? And it's starting to become a bit irritating. So his own coach had to tell him, stop lobbying for calls when you play this game. So my note goes to Luka Doncic.
No! No! No!
All right. I am noping on the Los Angeles Lakers being called a contender. There's nothing about contending with that the Lakers seem to be at this juncture with LeBron's tipsy-turvy year. Put your left foot in, he's in, and left foot out, he's out. Playing the hokey pokey, it ain't gonna work, man. They're gonna have to do some trading. They're gonna have to do something in order to become more consistent. So right now, I am noping on the Los Angeles Lakers being considered a championship contender for this year.
Oh, come on!
All right, Armani, what are you noping on, sir?
I'm noping on one Antonio Brown. Man, I mean, I don't know how many chances you need to get stuff right, but first, they claim that you had a fake COVID vaccination card. Now it's you violating. It's bad enough. That's a bad enough look. Now they're saying that you got suspended for violating the league's COVID protocols. Man, you just gotta respect the team. There's COVID going around. The other variant is now out and is going around. You have to respect the team, and Tom Brady helped you get here, so stop messing it up, because you about this close to probably getting traded if you don't be careful. So, yeah, come on, AB, you know better than that.
Well, he'd probably be released more than so traded.
Yeah, they're trade. I mean,
release,
not trade, release.
All right, Coach, start us out. What you coping on?
Once again, CWC, coping with COVID, ladies and gentlemen. The latest to get to coping with COVID are the Charlotte Hornets. 4 players, including LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier, who are prominent starters, have entered into the protocol. COVID continues to try to wreak havoc on the sports world. People, get vaccinated, get a mask.
No doubt about it. I am coping on the fact that there is always a baseball stoppage whenever the Braves win a World Series. And I'm starting to hope the Braves don't win anymore. 1995, they win the World Series. 1996, the season stops and they can't declare a champion. They win the championship this year. What happens? We can't even get into the next season before there's a work stoppage. So maybe my Atlanta Braves may need to not win any more World Series for a long, long time, or at least win it once the collective bargaining agreement has some more years to it. So maybe we'll pray for that. But anytime the collective bargaining agreement is coming to an end, pray the Braves don't win. That's what I'm saying. That's my prayer. All right. Armani, what are you coping on?
I'm coping on one Oregon Ducks. Oh, my goodness. Lord. I mean, that whooping y'all got. I thought y'all would have learned the first time. I mean, goodness. Y'all ain't even pitched the team. I mean, listen, I understand. I picked Utah to win, but not like that. I mean, I guess I mean, come on, Oregon, man. I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to kind of revitalize and shake that program up, but hey, I don't know what you're gonna do now because that guy, that quarterback whisperer from Oklahoma is going to USC. So you better get your ducks in a row before it gets real ugly out there in the Pac-12. That's all I got to say.
Pun intended, right?
Pun intended.
Nice duck.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Rev, what are you coping on, sir?
Well, first, Rev, let me correct you. The first baseball stoppage was in '94. That was the year before the Braves won in '95. You were close, but that was the year before.
No. The Braves, the stoppage was in '96. The Braves,
Coach, tell them.
The Braves won and couldn't repeat.
I don't know when it was.
Braves
I'm
won
not
and
sure.
couldn't repeat. So I'm gonna correct you, but go ahead on.
Okay, we'll see who's right.
Check yourself before you try to fact check me because the Braves couldn't repeat.
No, I'm right on this one. We're gonna see. We're gonna check it. We're gonna see who's right. But I cope with Cam Newton, and that once again, we thought Cam was back, but Cam. Maybe you should have stayed here in Atlanta at Westlake, man. Man, you fooled us once, might have fooled us twice. Third time, not gonna be the charm. It's time to hang it up, Cam. Time to retire. Time to come be a coach at Westlake. And it's just time. They may have made a mistake. I hope they're not putting too much stock and guaranteeing you too much money for next year. But it's over with. I think Carolina is gonna be looking for a quarterback this offseason. So sorry, Carolina.
Cam. My Lord. Cam. All right, let's see what Reverend Night Nation talking about real quick. As they dope and open cope with this. Here we go. Season greetings, everyone. The governor is here. What's up, Mr. Governor? In Florida, it's put up or shut up Saturday. Yes, the Miami Hurricanes won't have anything to say about
or the Dolphins.
Yeah, we know how that went.
Morning, brother Scott. Joe representing those dogs. Brother Timothy, good morning. He going representing these dogs. He been up since 6 a.m. waiting for this Georgia game. Georgia fans excited. Dope. Vincent Woodruff, 13-year-old Caleb Anderson, youngest student to attend Georgia Tech, majoring in aerospace engineering. Maybe he needs to engineer football program. All right, here's the sports. Yeah. Good. Sister Sylvia Harris. Oh, my goodness. She's with Armani today. The University
That's what I'm talking about. Mama Harris. That's what I'm talking about.
It ain't because of the football team. It's because that's where my late sister got her doctorate from. So that's all that's about. Dope. The Memphis Grizzlies beating OKC by 73. Vincent Woodruff, Lieutenant Sunar, won some bread off the Woofy Buckeye game.
Yes, I did.
Man,
yes, I did.
SEC title game is what he's doping on. Vincent Woodruff giving Red his props. Great dope Red. Now we'll be watching because we've seen the movie before. Ty Willingham, hopefully the lease won't be 2 years. Joe Black, hopefully they'll treat Freeman better than they treated Willingham. Everybody remembers how they treated the other black guy.
Oh, Lord.
Was on it, Red pulled an Armani, and you know this man. Maurice Thrower, dope. Memphis Grizzlies beating OKC by 73. Oh, Lord, Red just pulled an Armani. Coach Patrick Thomas.
Everybody including that.
Dope, the two new black coaches at Notre Dame and the other school escapes my memory. I think she talking about the Michigan State coach getting that contract.
Oh, yeah, Michigan State, yep.
So, brother Vincent, that beatdown was epic. The Thunder still in bondage. The Grizzlies own them so badly. Vincent Woodruff milking on Tristan Thompson, outlining how he plans on paying child support to his lady baby mama. Lord have mercy. Nope, Lakers horrific free throw shooting last night. Nope, Brian Kelly's Southern accent. Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Bruh, yeah. That was terrible. No doubt about it. Scott, nope on Freddie still not getting his contract. Joe Black, nope. People voting Trey Young for mayor of New York. Voting serious for people to play with it like that. I agree. Nope. to the excuses Georgia has today. Get it done. Have the A on Armani sweater stand for adios. I like that. Antonio Brown.
Oh boy.
Brady must have kicked him out of the house. He was doing good for a solid year. Now this ninja acting up. Show. Vincent Copeland could be dope, but it would have been confusing. As such, Lee Elder died earlier this week. He was 87. Yeah, first black golfer to compete at the Masters. Good job, VP. That's a nice reference. The virus is coming to set up.
Coach should remember that.
You're right, people. Stay safe. Thank you for the health component of the Red Rev Sports Show. Coach, that loss last night we witnessed in person. Lance went to the Hawks game and they lost to the Sixers yet again. Armani, hope is it he was suspended while Aaron Rodgers was only fine. Armstrong, my note moment goes to Auburn. My coat moment goes to Auburn. You got it right, man. I was in Michigan watching that debacle, and I can't believe it, man. Nevertheless, good morning, Sister Williams. Glad to have you. The dope moment for Dante goes to Trey Young, someone that lives in New York, voted him to be the mayor. Well, I don't think Brother Joe is feeling that one right there. He just said voting it too serious, Dante. Vincent Woodruff, Oregon got cooked well done last night. They must have used the brawl setting on. I told y'all about Utah. Put some respect on the Utes. That's what Maurice said. Lieutenant Sonar with the intentional pun. Baseball strike. 94 through 95, I stand corrected. Thank you, Dante. Look at all these fact checkers. All right.
Okay.
I know Red feeling good. Go ahead, pump your chest. You know. Red Tom Brady reportedly preached for Bucks players to get COVID vaccines and said it would help their employment. All right, Reverend. I got you. And let's see. Copen, one of my favorite sports personalities, moving to Pennsylvania. God bless you, Joe.
Oh.
Appreciate you all. And those who don't know,
Oh, I forgot. Wow.
The Sports Rev will be moving to Pennsylvania at the beginning of the year. The good news is because of the pandemic, it taught us that we could do this show virtually, so it doesn't matter in Georgia.
Thankfully. Yeah. Rev, he would have broke up the crew, man, if we wouldn't have been able to do this, pandemic-wise.
Yeah, so we got to thank the pandemic for teaching us how to do it differently, and the show will continue to go on. So I'm thankful.
Wait a minute now. That wouldn't have been too bad. We would have had a new champion.
Well, y'all had a COVID champ last year, so that's.
You know what? There's gonna be some boycotting going on. I'm gonna get my followers.
Appreciate you, bro, Vincent. Appreciate you, and Sister Williams coping on the coronavirus. Is no respected person. LeBron James tests positive for COVID-19, expected to miss several games. Praise God, LeBron took the vaccine. He's going to be all right. And Scott coping on Alabama-Auburn game. Refs weren't going to let Alabama lose.
Here we go. Here we go with this. Here we go with this stuff. Here we go with this. It's always the refs. When we win, it's always the refs.
Rev confusing with the COVID champ shade.
Here we go.
Coach earned, he owned it. Because we had to pick many USC games. That's how he earned it. No, I'm just playing. All right.
Here we go. There's another shot. These old shots and USC shots and COVID shots all will be answered in the last show of the new year. Before the new year. No, I might wait till the new year. I might wait.
All right. I hear you, Coach. I hear you. We're waiting for you to be locked and loaded. We're waiting for you. All right.
Might be locked
Red
up.
will not be talking about the first one. No, the second one. So he could talk to us about the first MCA coaching carousel move. Lincoln Riley to USC. USC coach didn't see that coming. Armani broke it to him, and a coach said that looked like fake news to him, but it came out to be true. So, Coach,
you think I would give you that kind of news and it'd be fake?
Coach, good move or bad move? Lincoln Riley for USC. What you got, Coach? Good move or bad move?
Well, it's got to be good with the so-called quarterback whisperer coming into SC. We got a load of quarterbacks there now. We got 2 with Slovis and Travis Dye, I believe his name. And then on top of that, in the last week, 3 top 300 players have decided to decommit and go to USC. So the carousel has started, the trading has started. And USC looks to be a contender, if not next year, the year after they're coming back. So looks like Lincoln Riley, although he'll never eat a meal in Oklahoma again, he can get some of that good West Coast food because he's going to be there for a minute. So good move.
Red, good move or bad move? Lincoln Riley to USC.
Good move. I mean, we want to stay in Oklahoma or you want to live in sunny California, Los Angeles. It was a great move for Lincoln Riley. Like I say, it was kind of sneaky, under the covers, negotiating, but good move for him. I mean, if I had to choose between Oklahoma and USC, I'm coaching at USC. I'm sorry. I always choose big city bright lights over small town slow life. I don't know. I just like the big city. So I mean, good move for him. It'll be, he'll definitely have a host of California athletes out there to recruit from. Who knows the fact that with his reputation, he might even be able to get some Midwestern athletes on this side of the country. You just don't know. With him at USC now, things have changed. So, good move all around for Lincoln Riley.
Armani, good move, bad move, Lincoln Riley to USC.
Good move. Good move. You ain't got to put up with that gauntlet in the SEC. You ain't got to put up with Nick Saban and now Brian Kelly and Kirby Smart.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting they moving the SEC.
Hey, it's all right, man. Everybody can't handle this smoke over here. So, but USC, good. It's a good move because you're getting paid, $100 million plus, and then they bought you a $6 million house and with the boosters' money. And, I'm happy for you, man. I'm going to just say this, though. Like I said in the thing last night, all that California recruiting, that stuff for Kirby Smart, Nick Saban, Brian Kelly, who else? Jim Harbaugh, all that stuff is over because Lincoln Riley gonna get all those recruits. Yeah. Watch what I say. He gonna get all those recruits, so don't even bother going out west because it's not happening.
We don't need no California boys.
Yeah, we do.
They got some good quarterbacks out there.
That great tight end that Georgia has, he's from California.
He's from California. Yeah.
We'll find some athletes down south. We got some down. We got some.
We'll be all right. It's all right, Lincoln. Everybody, like I said,
let Lincoln have his little spoiled West Coast athletes. We'll take the real dirty South athletes down here. The boys that's hungry, coming from not too much of nothing, ready to go out there and show them. We'll lead them little rich boys in LA and California. Let them go to Lincoln and be out there. We'll take the real football players down south, baby.
Yeah, and it's okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't get scared.
Criticizing him for how he left Oklahoma transition, so I have no doubt about it. I'm experiencing that right now myself, so I truly understand that. All right, next topic, and we'll get to Red at the end.
Did Coach get to say his piece on the move?
Yeah, he started. He was first.
My bad.
Brian Kelly to LSU. What you got, Coach?
No, I'm through. I just let him know I got my say in.
We move to the next topic, Coach. Stay with the program.
Oh, Brian Kelly, LSU? Who cares? Kelly thinks he can come from Notre Dame and go to LSU. He's going to get a better crop of athletes. But personally, Brian Kelly is kind of overrated to me. He had a winning record, but put that 0 in front of national championships, what he thought he should have won, and he didn't win. I don't think he's going to get LSU over the top. He's going to have them competitive. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. I don't think he's going to get them over the top and win the SEC championship like he sounds with that good old Southern accent. No, sir.
Monty, good move or bad move?
Brian Kelly, man. Now, you went from last year to getting beat in the college football playoff. Now you want to face Nick Saban every year. Oh, man. I guess it's a good move for him. He gets to get, like Coach said, get a better crop of athletes. But, man, this ain't for the weak-hearted. And I hope you the kind of coach that can come in and change that program around, even though they just came off a championship run about 2 years ago. So not really change the program around, but hopefully you can get your championship there, man, which is going to be hard. You're going to have to wait till that guy up in Tuscaloosa retires, and maybe Kirby Smart moves on, which I doubt. But it's a good move for you, but bad move as far as trying to win a championship for LSU.
Red, good move or bad move?
It's a good move for his bank account. Other than that, there ain't really no good move for him. I mean, he's Brian Kelly. He'll recruit his fair share of offensive players. I'm not quite sure what type of defensive players he's gonna recruit. Like you say, he let some of his best staff members stay behind in Notre Dame, including his top recruiter. So I'm not quite sure how he's gonna do on recruiting the defensive players for LSU. Like I say, he's Brian Kelly. He'll get his fair share of offensive playmakers. But as far as how does that relate to him, am I worried at UGA because Brian Kelly at LSU? Absolutely not, none whatsoever. So, like I say, it's a good move for Brian Kelly bank account. I don't know how good a move it is for LSU. With time will tell. But does it affect me and mine over in Athens, Georgia? Nope. Don't care. So we'll be okay. Bring it on, Brian Kelly. You want some of us? You want this smoke? Bring it on, buddy. We'll make you wish you was coaching in the ACC, buddy.
It ain't for the weak. It's not for the weak.
Definitely not. And he ain't that tough, man. He's a classless guy. Brady Quinn pretty much dropped the hammer on him. And that type of guy right there, that phony fake, that is not going to work over here with us, man. You're going to be exposed. You're going to be found out real quick, Brian Kelly. Good luck. I want to see if you can make it 5 years in the SEC, partner.
One thing we got to understand, though, let's not forget he will have better access to much greater athletes. I mean, we're not taking some things into consideration. Let's also remember, you can't just be a dummy and go to Notre Dame. There's a lot of the kids that are going to some of these greater schools would not be able to get into Notre Dame. So
that's why Georgia Tech struggling.
Exactly. A lot of kids that go to Georgia that are studs, they couldn't get in at Georgia Tech. That's the reality. So Brian Kelly is now at a state school, has a plethora of athletes that he can get in, which is far different from going to Notre Dame where you got to get a premier athlete who also is a great student in the classroom. So I think we might want to hold off before we poo-poo too much on Brian Kelly because Brian Kelly got way more access to some great talent. All right, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. But we'll see. The jury's out on him. Next coaching move, and we know how Red feels about Marcus Freeman. He already said good move, so we don't need to hear from him since he said it during Dope, Nope, and Coke. Armani, what you got, man? Good move or bad move?
Absolutely good move, man. I love to see brothers get a chance at head coaching at top universities, and we need more out there. We do, man, and they don't express and show that enough about how not only can we play the game, but we can also coach the game. So it's a good move. It's a good move. So that stigma of African American coaches is starting to come up on the rise, and I hope that it'll keep going. We get more African American coaches. So great move. Good job, Notre Dame. I hope y'all have success with him. I really do. I really do. I'm rooting for that man.
Coach, good move or bad move?
I'm going to do our combining the words. I'm going to call it a go-ahead move. It's both. Because you got Marcus Freeman, who's accepted by his team, or they introduced him and his team loved him. They obviously have a bond with him coming in. But when I say bad move, I think of 2 words, and we already talked about it. Ty Willingham.
That's all. Okay.
That's all I got to say because I don't want the same thing to happen to him, especially when he's winning and one bad season. They already start talking about, we think he needs to go, or we think he needs to go. And I hope that's not the case. I wish him well. Even though I do not like Notre Dame at all, period, I wish him well.
I'm always going to try to be consistent. Let me see what Reverend Night Nation is saying right quick. Good move by Notre Dame. I wish Freeman all the success in the world. Good move if they give him a longer leash. We've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
All right. And then Vincent Woodruff says, so touchdown Jesus treated Brian Kelly like Job, gave him academic scholars and 0 championships. Right. What's up, John? Now, I like to be consistent. And I'm thankful the black man got an opportunity that would normally go to a white person with the same credentials. But, gentlemen, but if he were not black, we would not be saying good move. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
What tangible accolades does Marcus Freeman have to be considered for the Notre Dame job? Y'all tell me. Anybody?
Rev, I'm gonna be real. I don't know, and I don't know.
Wait a minute now. That safety is okay. That safety he got is pretty good. Now,
okay.
Other than him, like,
hold on. Before you start stretching it, let me give you this man's resume. Linebackers, defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Okay.
From 2016 to 2020. Linebackers coach and defensive coordinator since 2021 for Notre Dame. So he got 4 years of linebackers and defensive coordinator experience. Cincinnati. They ain't the SEC by any stretch of the imagination. Notre Dame. I didn't hear anybody talk about Notre Dame just having a historical defense. That's his credentials.
Rev, you're going to be considered by somebody in the Reverend Night Nation. Just stay tuned. You against the black man. That's all it is. Successful. You against the black man.
I'm not gonna lie, Rev. I'm rooting for the black guy. We don't get these many chances, man. I know he might be a little underqualified, but I just want to see a black man win a championship as a head football coach in the NCAA, man. I do.
Let me tell you,
it has to happen. One of these, it's got to happen. Let
me tell you this. Don't be surprised if he gets a shorter leash than Ty Willingham. Let's remember, Ty Willingham went to Notre Dame as a highly touted head coach who had success with the Washington Huskies.
Mm-hmm.
He had success in Washington. This guy, Freeman, he ain't won no national championship nowhere as a defensive coordinator or linebackers coach. And really, to be honest, Notre Dame didn't want to pony up money to get a highly touted coach.
Yeah.
Because they would have been looking at having to pay Brian Kelly money to get somebody of that ilk. And it's pretty safe. Let's get the black man with no experience as a head coach. And we don't have to pay him $10 million like LSU just did and USC just did. We can stick it with 3 or 2 or 3 million because he's a first-time coach.
Rev, I'm at to do my inner
Don't lower that, Rev.
Red, he gonna get like $3 million, man. Don't
I'm at to give Rev Stephen A. Smith. I'm sorry, Reverend Michael Harris. Let me explain something to you. See, this is where a black man in USC, in the country.
That's a good question, Vince.
Oh, man.
That's a good question.
Hey, Real. They should by his name.
Yeah,
and they don't. They should. They recognize a black man. It's like Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
That's the colored man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Cole.
Michael Harris, let me explain something to you. See, this is where a black man has very little chance at being a head coach. We always want to go into his experience when we know that our chances are few and far between. And for you to sit here and bloviate about the negative parts of this man getting a job, what has Brian Kelly done? What has Brian Kelly done? Has he won a championship? No. Brian Kelly gets athletes. He doesn't win a championship. Why don't you give this brother a chance to actually coach and let him do something instead of bringing him down? Now, Brian Kelly going to go to LSU. Tell me how many championships Brian Kelly going to win, huh? Is Brian Kelly going to win a championship at LSU? No. No.
Well, Mr. Stephen Smith, at least Brian Kelly did have Notre Dame in the college football playoff a couple of times. And outside of Nick Saban, outside of Ed Orgeron, who just got fired, outside of Dabo Swinney, who else has won a championship? Recently.
I mean, it's
you have to go
blasphemous.
back to Jimbo Fisher won, but that was 8 years ago.
Said Rev, maybe Freeman will stay on his game with the priest.
Yeah, hey,
that's a good suggestion, Sister Williams.
Wow, Miss Williams, man, I didn't expect such a blunt response from you.
Wow,
that sounds like something I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I think this was a move that was quick, fast, in a hurry move. This was a move to appease the current players. And then also to, relax the bank account for Notre Dame. And I hope, let me go on record, I hope Marcus Freeman does a phenomenal job. Not too many black men with his lack of experience would ever get a job like this. So I hope he makes the best of the opportunity. I hope he's not thrown into a no-win situation. Because, I mean, Indiana, black coach, when most of the talent going south, that's a tough sell. But hopefully he can hit up schools like in Georgia, Marist, Pace, those kind of kids, because you can't go down the Mays and Doug most of the time. You got a few kids who could go there, but not most of them.
Yeah. It's a small circle, so I hope it's recruiting. I hope he got some good recruiters, because, like I say, he's gonna really have to coach it. He's gonna really have to coach his athletes up.
All right, Maurice. He didn't save me. He made a statement, but hey, we'll see. But let me go again on record. I hope.
Look at Vincent.
Vincent, you ain't right. You know you ain't right, Vincent.
Well, Vincent been around a little bit, so he kind of understands the game. But nevertheless, let me go on record again. I want Marcus Freeman to do an exceptional job.
Yeah.
I just have to be consistent on the show, because I was one who gave Arthur Smith the blues, the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. And as Vincent would say, that's about white, how he got the Atlanta Falcons job. So I ain't never seen nothing like this to get a job of this nature, but Brother Freeman, congratulations. Make the best of this opportunity, even though you weren't qualified for this job. That's all I got. All right, gentlemen, let's get ready to make some picks. We got college championship day. So that means we're coming towards the end of this season. Some people are making progress. Some people are falling out of winning, and I'm one of them. Let's keep in mind the games are as of last week, not as of yesterday. We did pick a game. So when you see these standings, just know that some persons will have an extra W and some persons will have an extra L. Matter of fact, let's just be specific. Armani and Red picked Utah to win the Pac-12 championship, and that's what they did. So they'll have an extra W. Coach Shelby and Rev picked Oregon, and we came up short big time. All right, so with that being said, here
all
are
them uniforms.
Here are our current standings minus one game. We got Red was 6-3 last week. I'm sorry. Let's go. Rev went 4-5. Ooh. Coach went 5-4. Shelby went 6-3. And Armani went 5-4. That takes us to our standings looking like this now. Red tied with Coach.
What?
No more.
Oh.
He would have ascended in the first place because of yesterday's game. Armani is still 2 games behind Red and 1 game behind Coach. Shelby is now 3 games behind Red, and Rev is 4 games behind Rev when you add the game from last night. So even though the standings show that Red and Coach are in the tie, because of last night, Red is officially in first place. But because last night's game goes along with these games, we'll see if he winds up in first place after all the games for this week have been played. So technically, you all are still tied because we still got some games to play for this coming week.
Yes,
so govern yourselves accordingly, Red and Coach. The last time Coach was in a tight race with Red, he choked. And that was with NFL a couple of years ago. So the question is, will Coach pick up that choke job and give
not
his
like
best
Georgia
Matt Ryan impersonation in the pick'em games?
Not Matt Ryan.
He's a classic choker.
I don't feel good about being Matthew.
All right, gentlemen. Are y'all ready to pick some games?
Yes, sir.
Red, you got anything to say to Coach? Because last time you talked trash to Coach when you walked him down. You got anything you got to say to him?
Love some football, baby.
Red is going with the humble approach. Red is going with the humble approach. All right.
I'm just glad I remained patient. That's all I say. Because I thought I didn't think I.
We'll start with Red. Pac-12 championship. We got the Baylor Bears against the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Big 12.
This game is about to start in about 10 minutes. What you got, Red?
I went back and forth with this one. But eventually I landed on the team that got me the lead in the first place. And that's, well, at least got me tied. And that's my Oklahoma State T-Boone Pickens Cowboys. I'm going to stay with them. Stay with them to go ahead and finish this Big 12 championship up. They got a lot riding on this. I mean, they could possibly earn a spot in the college playoffs if things work out the right way for them. Baylor being so far back, I'm not quite sure if they have a chance to get in the top 4. They might be playing for a better bowl game. So Oklahoma State has a lot on the line. Oklahoma State is the team I'm choosing.
Reds go Oklahoma State. Armani, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Baylor, man, because I need Oklahoma State to lose just in case. We need a little help trying to get in the college playoff. Rather better known as the AI, as Shay Sharp would say, the Alabama Invitational. We might need a little help just in case getting into that thing. And I'm gonna go with Baylor. I'm gonna go with Baylor to upset Oklahoma State.
Coach, there's a Baylor. There's Oklahoma State. Who you got?
Yeah, I guess I'd go with the stinking Okies because they beat Baylor early in the year, and I think that they see an opportunity ahead of them to sneak into the championship some kind of way. So I'm going to go with Baylor. No, by Baylor, Oklahoma State. They're going to sneak in or something, try to sneak in if Alabama loses.
Well, because I need a prayer to try to win this thing, I'm going with Baylor since the top 2 guys are going with Oklahoma State. Baylor did pick up a good win for me early on in the season when they beat Oklahoma. Maybe Baylor can create that magic in the championship game. So I'm going to go with Baylor. And the Sports Bay, who is tailgating, she's going with Oklahoma State with Red and Kate.
Oh, God.
Next game, Houston versus Cincinnati. Armani, who you got for the American Athletic Conference Championship?
I'm gonna go with Cincy, man. Houston they don't have enough, but Cincy, be careful because this could be a trap game for y'all. First of all, y'all had a great year, and I've been vouching for y'all to get in, but just don't make no mistakes and run the score up. Y'all got this. So I'm going with Cincy.
Armani goes with Cincy. Coach, who you got?
Rev, I'm going to use one of the old Negro spirituals for this one. For Cincinnati. We have come this far by faith. And Cincinnati has done that by winning these games. And Houston is overrated 11-1 to me. So I'm going to Cincinnati.
All right. Coach is going with Cincinnati. The Sports Bay is going with Cincinnati. And since this guy right here is going for broke, I'm going with Houston. This is my Hail Mary.
Okay.
Hail Mary.
I'm going with Houston. Who you got, Red?
Definitely not Hail Mary. I'm sticking with Cincinnati. Thankfully, I don't have to pull a Hail Mary.
All right. So we got everybody with Cincinnati but Red, who's going desperation mode on championship Sunday. Next game, the ACC championship. Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest. It's on you, Coach. Who you got?
I mean, Pittsburgh got the quarterback, Pickett, who everybody loves, Heisman Trophy candidate. But even though I called them weak, I'm going to still stay with Wake Forest. I think they're going to pull it out and win their first championship in a decade of 16. So I'm going to go with Wake Forest.
All right. The Sports Bay is going with Wake Forest. And another Hail Mary pick. I'm going with Pittsburgh. Let's go.
Aaron Rodgers today.
Man, what are you doing, Ray? What is going on, man? What are you doing?
Let's go, Pittsburgh.
He making sure he gonna be on the lower bottom.
Hey, he can either go one way or another for me, baby. So
you're right.
If
I don't blame
goes the other way, I'll be right there in first place with a few games left. You got to look at how many games are left. I'm trying to win this thing. So I'm going with Pittsburgh. Sports Bay going Wake Forest. Coach going Wake Forest. Red, tell us why you're going with Wake Forest.
Because they've been doing it for me all year long. It would be silly to jump off the bandwagon now for the ACC tournament. And I ain't messed with Pittsburgh all year. Why mess up a good thing? I'm going with the Wakers, baby. Demon Deacons. Let's go.
Oh, he throwing up signs now. Crip signs for Wake Forest. Man. I'm getting a little nervous now. Okay. Armani, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Demon Dinkins. I'm going to wake the nation. Let's see what y'all got, man. I really ain't got no lose, man. I mean, these college picks been up and down all year, but yeah, I'm going to go with Wake. Let's see what they do. Hopefully they pull it off. If not, all right, well, I ain't put too much stock in them anyway, but I am picking them to win.
All right. Here we go on to the next game. Vincent, that was pretty funny, man. You know your Bible real good, man. I like that. Next game, Big Ten Championship. Michigan versus Iowa. The Sports Bay is going with Michigan. Who you got, Red?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go with Michigan.
All right, he's going with khaki pants. Armani, are you going with the guy who you believe in last week, or will they have a letdown against Iowa? Are you going with the letdown or for the dub?
I'm going for the dub, man. Michigan gonna get it done to solidify their spot in the college football playoff. even though I hope they don't. I hope they win. I hope they don't lose, because that would be, if Michigan lost, that would mess up the college football playoff as we speak. The only team that's guaranteed to get in game is Georgia, and Cincinnati if they win. But those last two spots are going to be a toss up. But yeah, Michigan should get it done. I don't think Iowa has enough. Did they play earlier this year, right?
No.
Nope. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about Ohio State. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm going with Khaki Pants. Khaki Pants. Hey, now listen. I always been on your tail for 5 years since you've been in Michigan. Don't let me down, man. Don't let me down.
Coach, who you got?
I want chaos, but I gotta try to stay close. I want chaos. I hope I won't win, but I'm gonna go with Michigan.
So you got Michigan.
Yes, sir. Not another one.
Because my daughter lives in Michigan, I'm gonna hold off on going risky right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rev, come on now.
No.
You might well go for broke.
I really wanted. And I don't really deserve to win this year because I really didn't go off my conviction, especially last week. I really believe Khaki Pants was going to win last week, but I was nervous to make the pick. And that's typically not what Rev is all about. So I really don't deserve to win because I would have made that kind of risky pick when I'm in real Rev mode, maybe because of my transition. I got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go with Khaki Pants because I want him to win a Big Ten championship so folks stay off of him. So I'm going with Michigan, even though if I was going with my current pattern, I should have gone with Iowa, but I'm going to go with Michigan.
Rev, that was Oscar worthy right there. You can't beat that speech.
Hey, man. All right, last game.
Oh, here we go.
And it's on Armani.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
It's really on coach.
Here we go.
Hey,
Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we do. Georgia ain't beat us since 2007. That's when Matthew Stafford was quarterback and no Sean Marino and who else they had? Maybe AJ Green sliding up in there. Muhammad Massaquoi. Woo! 14 years. And you know what? Georgia say the same thing every year. We gonna beat Alabama. Every year we gonna beat Alabama. They ain't got a shot. They ain't got a chance. Guess what we gonna do? Y'all know what we gonna do. Y'all know what we gonna do. Hey, it's okay, Georgia. Hey, y'all, the Braves won. Hey, that was the sacrifice. The Braves won. They can't let both the Georgia teams win this year. So you know what we gonna do? Alabama gonna do what they do. Alabama by 20. Alabama by 20. Alabama by 20. We roll Tide all day, every day.
Now, I believe you're rooting for Alabama. Do you really believe they're gonna beat them by 20?
Nah, I don't.
He had to change his mind.
Listen.
That was just for showmanship. I got you.
That was just for showmanship.
That was beautiful.
On a serious note, on a real serious note, I think that Alabama, I think we will take it. That's my real personal opinion because Kirby Smart always somehow when he faces Nick Saban turns to Kirby dumb and sometimes Kirby dumber. So does Georgia probably have the more talent on defense than we do by far? But guess who got the better quarterback? Alabama. Bryce Young in the Heisman race. And you know what? If we win today, y'all know who's gonna get that trophy to. Bryce Young. So I'm going with Alabama.
All right, Ray, I'm gonna turn it on you, even though it's coach's pick. We know you're going for Georgia. So tell us why Georgia wins.
Because of Armani's silly little rant. That's going to be the main reason right there. And I don't want to hear no humbleness and, I'm being humility right now when we win today, okay? I want you to take all of this heat, man. I'm going to tag you. I'm going to put you on blast, Armani. And don't be trying to hide. Don't be trying to say the better team won. It was you guys here. Congratulations. No, you are going to take this smoke, brother, because you sit up there holding up detergent, holding up old rolls of toilet tissue that you've been had up under your bed. Okay, dude, you want to play it like that? All right, we got you, dog, because our dogs will be coming and our bark and our bite is going to be more ferocious than ever, baby. Yes, right. 2007, well, guess what? It's going to be 14 years, I think. I hope my math right. But don't worry, because them 14 years is all finna be over, baby. It's finna be a rumor because it starts tonight. A new era of SEC football begins tonight. We are going to put that old man, Nick Saban, we're going to make him wish he was retired, baby. His student is finna finally beat the professor, baby. You understand? Yeah, you're right. It's been Kirby dumb, Kirby not too smart the last few years, but today it's going to be Kirby satisfaction, okay? Kirby brilliance, okay? Kirby intelligence, all right? And it's going to be a UGA victory. SEC champions over your roll turds, Alabama. You take that toilet tissue and put it in the toilet, and that's what nickname provided for you. Roll turds, baby, because that's all y'all gonna be looking like today. And I'm gonna personally hunt you down, you and all those other roll turds I've been talking to all week long. I'm coming for you. I'm tagging you. Don't worry. You can try to hide if you want to, but I will find you. And even if we don't do it, I ain't gonna hide. I'm gonna take my medicine, but I ain't gonna need my medicine because my bulldogs are gonna bite. Our bite is gonna be bigger than our bark has been the last 14 years. You understand me? Armani and all you roll turtles, it's coming, baby. Kirby Smart is finally finna do what he was born to do, and that's lead UGA.
Can I add something? Can I add
what? You can add anything, you roll turtle.
The last time y'all beat Alabama, guess who was a junior in college? Oh, Matt Ryan. He was a junior in college the last time y'all beat Alabama. And you know what? Again, Georgia fans, don't do this. Don't do this. I promise you this ain't what you want. Because y'all say the same thing every year.
Man, I don't say the same thing every year. This first time I actually believe we're gonna win this year. And please,
let's go back. Let's take this back. Remember the last time? No, let's go back. Remember the last time we played y'all in the champion. Well, this was the college football national championship.
Yeah.
Y'all know what y'all said? Oh, we got Sony Michelle, we got Nick Chubb, we got Roquan Smith.
Hold on. Let me jump in here. Armani. Now let's slow down. Your coach went in desperation mode to win that game.
Winning is winning.
Time out.
Winning is winning.
Everybody you mentioned did their part. Your coach went straight desperation mode to pull out the first victory. Then Tua was about to go down in the SEC championship game, and he got hurt, which was a blessing in disguise for your team because Georgia was not prepared for Jalen Hurts in the SEC championship like they weren't prepared for Tua. Now, my question to you is, do you even know the name of your backup quarterback? Because that's who you need to be hoping gets in the game today.
Williams ain't getting that today, man. He ain't getting that today.
Listen to me, my young fella. When Kirby knows who the starting quarterback is, and when his defense is ferocious, what has he done to Alabama's quarterbacks who started the game?
Hurt him.
What you think Young about to get? He thought Auburn did something to him. Watch what them Bulldogs do to him. That's why I would encourage you and Alabama fans to pray for your backup to get in this game because Brother Young is going to get a hurting today.
But you got to win the game. Did we not win the game? Sometimes you have to do stuff like that to win. You got to do what is best for your team to win.
I'm not hating on Saban. That's why I'm telling you, you need to know who your backup quarterback is because that's the only chance y'all got today.
It'll be all right.
That's the only way Alabama wins. If y'all backup quarterback shows up.
Oh, boy. So Stetson Bennett can get. So Stetson Bennett can get it done today.
Huh?
Because y'all might need y'all backup quarterback. Stetson Bennett gonna get it done today. Y'all might need y'all backup quarterback.
I'm not big on Stetson Bennett, but Stetson Bennett has played against a much better Alabama team like in last year. So Stetson Bennett got more experience facing Alabama than Brother Young has facing Georgia. When he see that big 99 coming up, 88.
My classmate.
Yeah. Let's see how comfortable he is in that
Let's see. I love it. I love
Coach,
this. I love this.
All eyes on you. Because in the past, you would normally pick Alabama over Georgia. Will you do it this time?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be blunt. Watch this. I think Georgia is not gonna play their best ball game and let Alabama win, because they want 2 SEC teams in the national championship playoff. I can smell a choke job and a shyster move coming up from Kirby Smart.
And that's what he do. That's what he do. That's what he do. That's what he
got to
do.
win this game. He know he in. He ain't got to win this game. Nick, we're friends. I'll let you in. And then when we play you all in the national championship game, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you.
No.
But still, that's my what they call a overreaction. But I think Georgia gonna win this time, Armani. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Listen, and then the pressure is not on. The pressure ain't on us to win. It's not. It's on Georgia. They've been screaming number one all year. You have to finish number one. You have to be number one and finish number one. Can Georgia finally do it? Can this be the passing of the torch? The pressure is not on us. We got ours. 7 and 10 years. Get y'all's.
All right, let me ask you a question. Is Brian Robinson playing?
Probably.
He's not going to be too healthy, though.
Sorry. We got Sanders back there.
I'm going on record, Georgia by 14, and I ain't laughing.
Ooh. Okay. Are you going to put Book it on it?
Book it with 3 exclamation points.
Ooh.
I love that.
One for the Father, Son,
and the Holy Spirit. Oh, man.
Book it. Any closing comments? Because we know the game will be coming on in about 4 hours. Any closing comments?
No pressure.
Armani, you still got time to change your pick.
No pressure. Like I said, we ain't got nothing. We don't have nothing to lose. Because again, the pressure is not on us to win. The pressure is not on us to win. Georgia has to finally get over that hump and be like, okay, just because it's Alabama, that don't mean nothing. We can beat these guys.
Today, Armani.
Okay.
Moses is going to die.
Okay.
And Joshua, who is Kirby Smart, is going to get the match. Okay. There's a new sheriff in the SEC, and his name is Kirby Smart.
Okay. We'll see.
Armani,
I heard it. I heard it all before. I heard y'all. The thing is, Georgia's going to have to prove it to me. They're going to have to prove it to me because we heard all this before. We heard it all before. Prove me and prove to your fans that y'all can get it done. Listen,
Armani,
been there, done
that. Red went biblical on you. I don't know if you can handle that today. He went biblical on you several times.
Moses has died. That means Saban's.
Maurice, I don't have nothing to you because Maurice, you already know what we did to y'all in the first game of the season, so I don't want to hear nothing from you. You know what that thing we put on y'all. You know what we did to y'all, so
he's coming out.
This ain't for you. This ain't
for you.
Coming
out of that well, Vince.
Stay out of that,
BP.
Stay out of the SEC. This is SEC problem. You stay over there in the ACC where y'all barely winning. Y'all can go to the Outback or Cotton Bowl.
Last thing, because we gotta get Red out of here. Last thing,
because we gotta get
Red out of here. Here it is.
Oh yeah, my bad, Red. Okay.
Last thing. Zach says the pressure is always on Alabama to win. Jerome K says the pressure is always on Alabama by definition to do all the championships they won. Due to all the championships they won. You don't agree?
I don't agree, and here's why. Every time Alabama wins a championship and they lose a coordinator or two, the next year they get there, but they don't win it. and we all know that. So the pressure is not on us. When Saban loses assistants around him, that the next year it takes him a year or two to start coming back around. Like, okay, now we're gonna make a championship run. So, but that's what we do. Kirby Smart was here, Malcolm Wayne was here, Jimbo was coach under Saban at LSU. Hey, well, that's what we do. We send assistants to other schools so they can get some, and we beat them.
All right, you heard it from Armani first. Everybody will be looking for Armani if there's a different outcome. It's halftime.
I'll be
Red
here.
Rev Sports Show. We'll be coming right back. NFL picks right off the rip. Here we go. And we are back. Mine is red. I don't know what happened to him, but we are back. We are back. And Jerome K said, Monty, you big worried, bro. You doing all that talking, but you really worried.
Worried about what, Jerome? We've been there, done that, bro. No worries at all. Georgia win, they just win. We've been there, done that. Get these. Get these first. Then come talk to me.
All right. Armani saw Bryce Young on his knees last week in the fourth quarter when they were down 10-3. Guy heard his prayer and sent his angels to help Bama in the last 1 minute and 46 seconds in the game. In those last seconds, prayer always changes things, and Armani knows it. So it's basically saying prayer gonna change that thing. All right, man. I don't know what's up with Coach Red. They playing musical chairs.
Red is here.
Red is here. Now Coach just went ghost for a second, so we'll hope Coach will come back because we need to go ahead on and make these NFL picks in just a moment. We'll try to give Coach about 1 more minute. While we're waiting, I'll just go ahead on and switch gears. So Red can give a take on this. And we're going to take quick takes. Freddie Freeman is still a free agent. Tell us how you feel, Red.
Not too good. Braves should have had this deal done, honestly, before the season even began. If there was a chance you could get this deal done during the season, you probably should have. But I think Freddie and his people said they didn't want to negotiate during the season, which is very understandable. But not getting this deal done before the lockout happened. I mean, you had like a 2 or 3 week window once free agency began, immediately after the World Series ended. You know, Freddie was going to be a free agent. You knew it was probably going to take 5 or 6 years. I said from the very beginning, if you give him a 6-year deal, he'll sign it. 6 year, $200 million. That's what I said. You know, according to him, he would have took 6 years, $180 million. I mean, I just don't understand the Braves. If I know what it takes to lock them up, how don't they? 5 years, not enough. He wanted 6. You gave Chipper 6. Freddie deserves 6. And like I say, it's the Braves' fault for him still being a free agent. And now we have to cope with going through a whole entire, probably lengthy and difficult lockout process before we even begin negotiations again. So it's really very disappointing, especially us coming off the high we have from the World Series, but very disappointing.
Armani, do you share Red's same disappointment?
Yeah, that deal should have been done a long time ago, man. The man wants 6 years, $200 million. Give the man. Y'all just come off a championship run, and without him, it probably not have been possible. So just give the man his money. He deserved that money. Give him the 6 years, 200. If he only wanted 180, 6 years, 180. Yeah. Call it a day. Y'all making it more harder than what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
I totally disagree with both of you all. I totally disagree with both y'all. First of all, Double A, who is the GM, has proven that he knows what he's doing. He made the Braves relevant, which allowed them to win a championship, not Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman was not even the best player on the team this year when the season was going on. Ronald Acuna Jr. was the best player. He wasn't even the best player in the NLCS. Eddie Rosario was. He wasn't even the best player in the World Series. Soler was. So all it is, he deserves it. Yes, he's been a lifelong Brave, but Double A has shown he knows what he's doing. And if that man who single-handedly orchestrated this World Series doesn't feel the need to give this man a contract yet, I'm all for Double A, because you don't celebrate a World Series, Red. I don't celebrate a World Series if it weren't for Double A. So he deserves to do what he wants to do. And if he doesn't feel that Freddie is worth 6 years without some other stipulations in place, I'm with Double A. He made the team relevant last year when they made that run to the NLCS, came up short. He made the run this year, and in Double A, not Freddie Freeman, but in Double A, I trust, because outside of this year, would y'all still be saying that the Braves didn't win the World Series, Freddie deserves it?
Yep.
Why?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Why? What did he do? We wouldn't have had him in the World Series. Freddie has been a perennial choker in the playoffs. Let's not act like this wasn't his best year in the playoffs. So why is Freddie deserving of $30+ million a year when he hadn't even been the best player on the Braves the past 4 years?
Freddie put Atlanta on the map.
In what way?
Now, I don't know. I was never silly out. Now, on the map, but he is our rock. He is the leader of the team. He's the guy that everybody, all the guys on the team look for. I mean, he's just the leader of the team, and you got to have him in that lineup. I just couldn't imagine the
Braves. Don't
Braves.
have to cost $30 million. That's what.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You got to overpay sometimes for the things that Freddie brings.
What does he bring besides a good glove and a decent bat most of the time in regular season? We can't say he brings it all the time in the postseason.
No, I just told you, leadership. That rock that all the players look to in the organization. He is the leader of the team. He's that one guy. So he's the leader.
I would have thought, from the outside looking in, last year Ozuna was the leader because everybody was doing this.
Oh man, he ain't no leader. Ozuna ain't no leader. Yeah.
This year, the motivational leader was the what's his name, the center fielder who come off the bench doing all this chopping every time. That's what I saw as leadership.
Oh my God.
That's what I saw as leadership. I mean, Freddie ain't worth no $30+ million. And you got to realize you're dealing with tight pockets with Liberty Media. And this man is 30, what, how old?
32.
32. This was smart by Double A because he wants to see first, before he even thinks about giving this man that kind of money, if the major leagues are going to adopt the designated hitter for the National League. If the National League does not adopt the designated hitter, Freddie Freeman won't be back in Atlanta. Book it.
Real.
And I close. All right. Coach,
Wait.
you give us, since you're back real quickly, Freddie Freeman's a free agent. What you think about that?
I think as soon as they get this lockout out of the way, I think both sides are going to come to an agreement. I think they're going to get it done. And it's going to be numbers that both of them like, and they're going to keep going. And also on the side note, like you said, I think the DH will be coming to the National League. So, yeah, I think they get it done. And I'm going to give you a number. 6 years, around between 190 and 200.
He already said he'd take 6 years, 180.
180, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. That year is the thing.
They just need to give him a
Rail
60.
say, he'll be 37, 38 years old. Do you want to pay him that much at that age? That's going to be a sticking point.
We paid Chipper to 41.
It's Bragg, Sister Williams. It's apple cider vinegar that I'm drinking that they sell at Kroger. Not at the black Krogers. You got to go to you got to go to Midtown or Buckhead to get this one. All right.
That's a good one.
But it's Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar Concord. Great drink. It's pretty good. All right. Last question. We're gonna make these picks. And actually the show pretty much be over by then. How long did this MLB lockout last? Red, what you got?
I'm not sure. Hopefully it'll be over for the beginning of next year start. I don't think it'll be that late. I think they'll work it out before the beginning of next year. I say my birthday February 28th. Right around there. Probably be close, winding down.
All right. Armani, what's your thought?
When does the preseason start?
Spring training starts in March.
In March.
It'll be done in February.
That's what I said about February.
It'll be done by the first week of February. It'll be done.
Are you that optimistic, Coach?
Nope. Look like both sides kind of dug in a little bit on what they believe in. So maybe spring training. That's teacher coming out. But I don't think it's going to be done as simple as they're saying. I think that both sides kind of dug in on certain issues. So they're going to stretch it out a little bit. But there will be a season. It's going to be down to the last wire. So, but it's going to take a minute.
If baseball players are dug in on trying to shorten when guys can be eligible for contracts, right now 6 years, where a team has your rights before you can get to be a free agent. And if the players are dug in on that, they may miss the whole year. Because the owners have said if the Major League Players Association is trying to say that they're trying to make smaller market teams relevant, then how can you make them relevant if you make that period shorter rather than longer? Because what will happen is their top players, if you shorten it, will go and be free agents at much larger teams. So you're not really helping the small market team if you lower that 6 year minimum. So if the Player Association dug in on that, they may miss the season because the owners are not letting that go, and the smaller market owners are not going to let that go. Just think about it. Let's bring it back to the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr. been the best player with the Braves. I think all of us pretty much know that once his contract ends, he got like 5 more years, I think, left. But he probably is leaving Atlanta because Atlanta's not going to pay him $40, $45 million a year. Imagine if the Braves only had his rights for 3 years. He's going somewhere else.
Yankees.
Why would the Braves fans be excited about losing a player like Acuna 3 years after he comes up? So that makes absolutely no sense, and the owners are not going to budge on that. So if the MLPA comes off that, then we'll see baseball probably by spring training. And with that being said, we'll move on to the picks for this week. Hopefully Joe Black is still watching, because he was talking about Red not getting Longhorns. Red needs to be Longhorn ready for the NFL. We do Longhorns for the NFL. So he needs to be Longhorn ready once you see these picks, the standings rather. So here we go. This is where we are. Let's go with last week. What did we do last week?
Woo,
Red had a good week.
Woo. Had a rough one.
Woo.
8-3. Rev 8-3. Coach 7-4. Shelby, where are you?
That's why she's not on.
4-7.
Woo.
Armani 5-6.
I had a rough one.
This is where we are. Red still secure in last place right now, pretty good, even after a great week. But if he has another great week like he did last week, he might not be putting Longhorn money on the table. So Red 71-63. Rev 77-57. Coach 81-53. Shelby 76-58. And Armani, who had a comfortable lead, his lead is now down to 1. And the COVID champ is making a run.
Oh, my gosh.
But y'all see who else is making a run, too.
Yeah. Well,
beware of danger.
I just
no matter what, COVID just seems to come and get you.
So this is where we are.
3 things. 3.
When we start
perfect
picking.
week. I need a perfect week.
Armani and Coach, y'all right on each other's heels. But
if I can catch Shelby and put her in last place, that'd be so great. Because she's like what? In
5 games. That's doable. That's doable.
Yeah.
Got a long way to go too.
Yeah, that's
doable.
So we told her to keep her mouth shut. She don't fell off in college, and she about 5 games away from being last place in the NFL. Come on, I got a new goal now.
Armani, who you picking?
All
right. This is getting hot.
Only thing I'm picking is I want my steak medium rare. That's all I'm.
Okay.
I'll be sending you a gift card. So
y'all pick a day. I'll come down there for a weekend.
Let's go to this first game, everybody. This would have normally been a great game, but for some reason these teams are hurting. 49ers versus the Seahawks. Since Armani's in first place, we'll roll with him. Who you got?
Man, the Seahawks are at home. 49ers are on a run, though. I don't think Russell Wilson gonna have to. I don't think he's gonna have back-to-back losing games. I think he'll have a good game against the 49ers. Let me go with Seattle. I'm gonna go with Sierra Wilson.
So you got the Seahawks.
I got Seattle.
All right, we'll go around the horn. Red, who you got?
49ers. Seattle is done, man. The offense can't score. Russell Wilson is pretty much packing his bags. Him and Sierra are going to be in a new address next season. The Pete Carroll era is over. Our money, I tried to tell you this week, it's over with in Seattle. You should have learned last week. It's over with. 49ers. They done, man. 3-7, gonna be 3-8, gonna be 3-14 after a while.
Go.
Well, it ain't so cut and dry, Russell Wilson, because the controversial Deebo Samuel is out this week, so that's gonna scare a lot of 49er fans. And Jimmy the Gigolo, I don't know who he gonna throw to. Maybe he can throw to old Kittles and Bitch. I
Kittles
think
and bids.
I think I'd go with the 49ers, but very, very barely. Seattle may make a comeback this week, but I'm still gonna go with the 49ers.
The sports bears
Yeah.
going with the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks too, just because Debo Samuel's been the engine for the San Francisco 49er offense, running the ball, catching the ball. He's out this week. And I think Russell Wilson, even though they are on the long road to nowhere, I think he got some pride, and they're home. So I think they're going to step up and at least give them one decent game at home. So I'm going with the Seahawks. On to the next one. Red, it's on you.
Bring it.
Your Falcons versus the Buccaneers. I brought it. What you got?
Falcons. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sticking with them. I'm sticking with the upset of the week because they might have a chance to do this one. This might be the game. I've been inching for them to get a game, an unexpected win all season. Now, we ain't won a home game all season. I mean, now Tampa Bay's defense up until last week had been playing kind of poor. Brady had been playing kind of poor. It's not saying not our defense going to do that. But hey, any given Sunday, that's why you play the game. It's always that unexpected game from the Falcons that you never see coming. Maybe it's this week. That's all I'm riding on. I'm not riding on any big marbles in Matt Ryan's game. I'm not riding in any big things I've seen on defense the last few weeks. No, this is just a homer pick. Pick Reds hoping that it'll bring him some good luck. That's all it is. I'm not acting like it's anything deep to this pick. Just Red picking his team against the Super Bowl champs in a game that they have to have if they want to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. So that's it, Falcons.
Before I get to you, Coach, Red is doing his best Jesse Jackson impression. Keep hope alive. So I'm thanking Red for that pick because I think I'm going to be flying back on Red's dime for that Longhorns with those kind of picks. So I'm good. Appreciate it, Red.
I'm already in last place. I ain't got nothing to lose.
You're right. Coach, who you got? Tell us why the Bucs are going to win. I ain't know.
Yeah, well, I think the Bucs are it's their time to start kicking it in gear and getting late in the season, so they realize that they are not the best team in the NFC. So they got to try to get back in that form. So I'm gonna go with the Bucs.
Now when the sports bear is going against her team, she doesn't seem to like it. She's going with the Bucs as well. I'm going with the Bucs, of course. As long as Matt Ryan is the quarterback, I have no trust in them. And I think Maurice Thrower raised the best question that's been posed on today's show. Will the Falcons score? That's the big question. That's a great question.
Yeah, we'll score. We're going to score a couple of touchdowns, to be in fact. 2 touchdowns. I said it.
Vincent said Bucs by 50. Alexa said Bucs by
How you dogging
14.
my team and I picked your Niners?
Armani, you're a homer with the Falcons. Are you going with the Falcons?
I might have to drink.
You didn't say you in first place. It don't matter who you pick. Just pick somebody.
Might have to drink some of this dish detergent. Oh man.
Today, Armani.
No Mike Evans, no AB. And guess what? That's gonna be no problem for Tom Brady. I'm going with the Bucs.
Okay, God. Yeah, like it was like he's straining to pick them.
Well, I mean, I might have been with the homer picks these days. He been struggling trying to pick against the Falcons.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. On to the next one. It's on you, Coach.
Who we got?
The Chargers versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. Who you got, Coach?
The battle of young boys, Herbert and Barrow. I'm going to go with Herbert. I'm going with the Chargers.
Woo! And for what reason?
Herbert is putting up the points as well, and I don't know if the Bengals can pull off like victories like they did against the Steelers 2 games in a row. I don't know if their defense is gonna hold up.
Coach, now is this a response back as a backlash to the beatdown the Bengals gave your team last week?
Not at all. It's just a response from the beatdown the Bengals gave us last week. Not at all.
Because the Chargers just lost to the Broncos 28-13.
Yeah, the Bengals lost to some scrubs too. So I'm Chargers in my upset. See, I get a chance to pick an upset.
Okay. All right, the sports bet going with the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals as well. The Bengals going up these last 2 weeks. The Chargers been coming down. Herbert is no longer the flavor of the NFL. So I think the Bengals going to make life hard for Herbert. So I'm going with the Bengals. Armani, who you got?
Oh, man, let's see. Herbert.
Oh, that's right. Oh, never mind. Wrong team. Go ahead.
Herbert or the LSU quarterback that took us out a few years ago. Let me go with Joe. Let me go with Smoking Joe Burrow, man. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
All right. He's going with Smoking Joe with the Bengals and Red.
Bengals.
Bengals. All right, Coach is the only one not showing the Bengals some love. I think there's some hate for him from last week because that beatdown was pretty bad for his Steelers. But nevertheless,
that dance was pretty nice by Joe Mixon.
Yeah, man. I think Coach still dealing with some pain from that game. But nevertheless, he's entitled to pick who he wants to pick.
You talking about waving a white flag?
Washington football team versus the Raiders. Sports Bay. She is going with the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Raiders, too, since they're at home. Washington football team been playing some good football. But I think that's going to come to an end this coming week since the Raiders are at home. So give me the Raiders along with the Sports Bay. Armani, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think they're gonna have a bounce back win at home. They just lost to the Cowboys, right?
No, they beat the Cowboys.
They beat the Cowboys. Even better sense to go with the Raiders. Okay, yeah, Raiders.
Oh, man.
Raiders.
Wow, that's different.
Whatever.
Not the little dog bubble at the top.
Red, who you got, man?
Raiders.
Okay. No upset pick. All right. Coach, who you got?
The team with no name.
Okay. Why are you going with the Washington football team?
They seem to hit a little somewhat of a stride. They playing better. If they lose, they're losing close. So I think the Raiders still might be in a little struggle. Derek Carr, from week to week, you don't know which one you're going to get. So I'm going to go with the Washington football team.
Okay. Man, we're going to have some movement in first place because either Coach going to be well ahead in first place or Monty going to be well ahead.
Not going to be well ahead, Armani.
We'll see what happens. On to the next one. Armani, it's on you, brother. Now make sure you don't think about your daddy when you make this pick.
Ooh.
I know your daddy loves the Steelers now.
Yeah, but somebody in the house is a Ravens fan from Baltimore. Where's she at?
Uh-oh. This pick might have him on the couch.
You don't need to be looking for nobody, man. Stop being scared.
They at the Steelers. Steelers just got to beat down. My love or my dad. I'm going to go with my daddy. I'm going with the Steelers.
Daddy got more love than the wifey.
You ain't lying.
First, on the Red Rev Sports Show.
Daddy must have been a Rolling Stone back in the day, man. He got more love than a wife. Woo. Daddy must have been no joke.
I'm going with my daddy this now because I don't want to hear all this Ravens talk during the week. I can't. When that rivalry comes up,
Jerome, the married man, trying to give you some advice, Armani.
Yeah, I probably would have went with my wife on that one, Armani.
I got a pallet on the fold down here.
Yeah, you gonna need it. You gonna need it after the day.
Red, who you got, Red?
I'm taking the love of Armani's life. I'm taking her team.
The Ravens.
Ravens.
All right, Coach. Tell us why you're going with the Steelers.
Well, two teams. Even though the Ravens won, they won against a free falling what's the name? A Chicago Cleveland team. They free fall and they don't know which way they're going. They got internal issues, and they barely beat them 16-13. Lamar Jackson sucked. He played bad. But the Steelers and Ravens have this thing where it's never a blowout, and the team that you don't expect to win usually wins the game. And this time they don't expect the Steelers to win. So I'm going to go with the Steelers to try to make a turnaround and try to salvage themselves, because it's going to be a lot of shakeup again in the AFC North because everybody's so close. So I'm going to go with the Steelers.
The Sports Bay is riding with Coach and Armani with the Steelers. And since I don't have to worry about my dad, my wife, or anybody, because my dad's gone home and I don't have a wife anymore. So I'm going with the Ravens to win. I don't trust Big Ben right now. And I don't think what happened last week was just a blip in the road. I think the Steelers are just a bad team at this juncture. So I'm going to go with
their record. What's their record, Rev?
We'll put it up for you right now.
I think Coach, 5-1.
What's their record, Coach?
5-1. That's correct.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Ravens.
No, I'm talking about the Steelers.
Steelers are 5-1.
And Rev, I saw where young Maurice Thrower said, "Here come that man again, Lamar Jackson." Could we please? I know we don't have time, but we don't need to really pull up the Dolphins record anytime soon. So Maurice, you be Jesse Jackson and keep hope alive.
And or that Miami Hurricanes record.
They got the same amount of wins as the Steelers now.
Who is that?
The Dolphins.
Well, you know.
Oh my God! Coach, you know how many wins the Dolphins had? They won 4 straight games.
Who did they play?
Yeah, y'all got them by a game and a half, maybe. They're 5-7. Y'all 5-1. All right, on to the next one. Broncos versus Chiefs.
Oh,
Brad, tell us why you're going with the Broncos.
I'm not going with the Broncos. I'm going with the
Chiefs. You've been hating on my Chiefs lately. Now you done seen the light.
Well, I still don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs, but they'll beat the Broncos. Broncos ain't got no good quarterback. We gotta have a quarterback to beat Pat Mahomes. They got a defense, but you ain't got no quarterback. So they'll hold them in check for a little while, but eventually Mahomes will make definitely a few more plays than the Denver quarterbacks will make. And then they at home too. Kansas City should win this one.
Coach, who you got?
The Chefs gonna win. It first quarter, but I think again here's another one about to hit his stride. Oh, Pat Mahomes. So Chiefs.
The Sports Bay is going with the Chiefs, and of course, I'm going with my quarterback, the Chiefs, to take down the Broncos. I see them winning this one pretty handily by about 2 touchdowns.
They should.
Mahomes will roll like he normally does. So give me the Chiefs. Amani, who you got?
No, I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I ain't crazy, man. You know,
yeah.
Mahomes about to catch his stride, and man, they about to be bound for this play. It's like crunch time, about to be playoff time. So everybody fighting for positioning now, and yes, the Chiefs should win.
Nobody believe in the Broncos. I don't care who they gonna beat.
All right, that's right. Go Big Red. That's right. Over there on YouTube land. Last game that we're picking, Patriots versus the Bills. It's on you, Coach. This game is in Buffalo, just to let you know. Who you got, Coach?
Oh, gosh.
Y'all be acting like y'all really struggling with these picks.
I mean, this one ain't no easy one now, because everybody thinking the Patriots because they hot. I'm going with the Bills. I think Josh Allen works on the Bills this week and beats the Patriots.
Jerome, just like Matt Ryan, normally throw an interception there, but you know.
The Sports Bay is going with the Patriots. I'm going with Coach with the Bills. I think the Patriots get cooled off a little bit this week. And I need Josh Allen to have a big game because he's my fantasy quarterback in my main league. So I think Josh Allen has played the Patriots several times. Even though the Patriots are doing that thing this year, I think they'll come back to earth a little bit. Josh Allen will help bring them down to earth. So give me the Bills. Armani, who you got?
Oh, man. Let's see. Patriots or Bills. Buffalo Wild Wings. Dirty Buffalo. It don't matter. Patriots by 10.
Wow.
Ooh.
Patriots by 10. And I see your sports guy, Red, is shaking his head, so he approves your pick. Why are you going with the Patriots, Red?
Because the Patriots are back. Like I told you guys last week. Now, would you guys have picked Buffalo against the Patriots 3, 4, even 2 years ago? No. And why? Because you all believe in the power of the Patriots. Well, that power has returned. Who got number one defense in the NFL? Patriots. Who got top 5? Whose offense been pretty much playing consistently the last month, maybe month and a half? The Patriots. Who probably gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year? Mac Jones. I'm saying, y'all wherever the Buffalo does well, you better believe Bill Belichick gonna stop them from doing it this week. And don't forget, Buffalo just had a major injury on defense with the loss of that number 1 corner, Tre'Davious White. Okay, so now you just made things even easier for Mac Jones to just pick apart, dink and dunk that Buffalo Bills defense all the way down the field to put up enough points to beat them. Sorry, y'all got off track. Bill Belichick will definitely be looking at the film on Josh Allen the last few weeks, and whatever these teams been doing to keep him in check, add a little bit more, because Belichick gonna take it up an even bigger notch. Okay, Belichick is ready for Josh Allen. Sorry, Bills, you should have put this thing away when you had a chance. You don't had too many opportunities. Put them on field where folks can see how to properly defend you guys. To me, you don't messed up. You don't let the Patriots get back in it. Well, it's over with now because the Patriots are back and they're finna go to Buffalo and do what they've been doing to you guys the past 5 or 6 years, with the exception of maybe last year. The Patriots are back. Belichick's defense is back. His consistent offense is back. Look out, Buffalo. You going down this week on Monday Night Football. Patriots, baby.
One word for Bill Belichick.
Red, give me a running back for the Patriots without Google.
I don't know, and I don't care. I don't know nobody on their team, and I don't care who on their team. Whoever on their team, they're going to put it on y'all Buffalo Bills Monday night, okay? Patriots have a no-name team. Whoever on their team with the Patriots uniform on is going to be who put it in y'all Buffalo's butt Monday night, okay? I don't care who they running backs are. We're going to know their names on Monday night. I promise you that.
All right, Coach. Any rebuttal for that?
I'm just because this number 1 offense supposed to have some named people on there. I thought other than the QB.
No, number 1 defense. I said consistent offense. The defense is number 1.
Oh, I thought they were top 5. I didn't know. My bad.
They could be, but I'm saying, who knows? I know they got Mac Jones. That's all I need to know. Mac Jones.
All right. Well, we'll see. The picks have been made. They will be posted. There will be some movement.
You know where they get that from.
I know he went.
Yeah.
All right, Red. Well, you have a good day. We're gonna close this thing out.
Let's see. Well, my Bulldogs have a right to take care of business today and go ahead and beat Alabama down. Let's see. And my Hawks, I want y'all to have a right to beat the Hornets down because they're going through COVID protocol. So you got to bounce back from that loss you did with Philly last week. But Bulldogs Have a right. Oh, man, don't worry. I'm coming for you tonight, buddy. Don't you worry. Don't be hiding either, buddy. I'm coming. I want my Bulldogs to turn Roll Tide and to Roll Turd and have all these Bama fans running for cover because we coming for you, Bulldog Nation in the house. Shelby should be here with me today, but okay, we see you tailgating. I hope it brings good luck to my Bulldogs. Thanks, guys, for having me. I will see you guys next week. I'll be paying attention to the topics of the show, but don't worry, Armani. I will talk to you later, brother. Bulldogs, go Dogs, SEC champs, baby. Kirby Smart. Woo!
All right, Red. Have a good one. See you next
All
week.
right, Rev, Coach Armani. I will
Red.
see y'all next week, man. Well, my Bulldogs are gonna be #1 SEC champs, and Armani, you're gonna use that detergent to wash that dirty Alabama pullover you got on, because it's gonna be so dirty after the night.
Have a good day.
All right.
All right. Take it easy.
Save me some soap, baby.
All right, Red is gone. So I want to ask this question real quickly of you guys as we get ready to bring this show to an end. And here's the question, or rather, it's a fill in the blank. If the Georgia Bulldogs don't win today, fill in the blank. Coach, I'm going to start with you first.
If the Georgia Bulldogs don't win today, no problem. They'll be in the national championship playoff. No problem. Nothing will be said because Alabama has beaten them, so nothing will be said. They be like, are they still in the playoff? Yeah. So moving on.
Armani, if the Georgia Bulldogs don't win today.
If the Georgia Bulldogs don't win today, from the looks of this TV I'm looking at, look like Alabama will be there also. 2 losses, about to be down. It'll be soon 21-3. Oklahoma State is losing. So it don't matter who wins the SEC today. Both of those teams will probably be in the college football playoff. So if the Bulldogs don't win today, they will have to see Alabama again if we happen to lose.
If the Bulldogs lose today, that's going to cast a lot of doubt on Georgia fans if they could really get the job done. It's going to cause Kirby Smart to be on the hot seat. You can't lose. You can't lose to Alabama consistently and sell that your program is the top program or one of the top programs. You can't lose that, and it's because of how he lost to Alabama. He should be 2-2 against Alabama. He should have won the national championship game against Alabama. He should have won the SEC championship game. And now you mean to tell me you lose the SEC championship game when you are the clear-cut favorite?
Mm-hmm. Vegas has y'all the favorite. That's what I will say. Vegas
not by a point, not by 2 points, but by like 5 or 6. So as a Georgia fan, you can't be excited about losing to Alabama once again, and then you keep talking about we got another game when you know Alabama is still going to be in the tournament.
In other words, Rev, what you're trying to say is the pressure once again is on Georgia. And I've been saying that all show. The pressure is on Georgia. Because whether we lose or not, Alabama will probably get in from the looks of the score. And Nick Saban isn't going anywhere. I mean, we're not gonna win. And Bama fans, we're spoiled. We're not gonna win, but we know we're not gonna win the championship every year, but we're gonna be up there. We're gonna be in the conversation. So if Kirby don't win it, man, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of because you can't get rid of us. You're not just going. Nick Saban's not going nowhere, at least for the next 2-3 years. You got Lincoln Riley going to USC. Now Brian Kelly is now at LSU. Hey, the competition is going to heat up even more. You won't just have to worry about Kirby Smart. You won't just have to worry about Nick Saban, Brian Kelly, Lincoln Riley, all these other coaches that's getting their programs together. So the pressure is on Georgia.
Well, Armani, I'm going to disagree in one thing you said. I don't think Baylor losing puts Alabama automatically in it. I think Alabama's going to have a good loss
if they do lose. If they get blown out, they're not going.
Oh yeah, no, no.
Because Alabama would definitely go win or lose if Michigan loses. I don't.
Oh yeah, Michigan. I just forgot about Michigan.
I forgot. I don't see how Alabama, with a loss, with the Michigan win and a Cincinnati win, is able to jump Notre Dame with two losses, when Notre Dame only has one, and Notre Dame's loss happens to be to a team that's in the Final Four.
So Notre Dame, are they playing today? Are any championship games today?
No, they're not in the conference.
They done.
So why you talking about Notre Dame? Are we gonna put the guys that's the most deserving or who people want to see? You want to sell if you want people to watch TV, you're gonna put Alabama in but the most deserving.
Armani, you gotta forget Notre Dame is the only team that got his own exclusive rights to NBC.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, they got their own network.
I forgot until you just said it, Rev.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alabama's the flavor now, but Notre Dame been the flavor before you even born, brother. So,
I know. Yeah.
So they won't hurt putting Notre Dame, because also what does that do? It allows that Midwest region where football is heavy to be feeling like they're in the mix.
Yeah.
You know, they don't believe in Cincinnati, even though Cincinnati's in the Midwest. But you do have Michigan. So and think about it. You used to having South heavy. They won't mind being Midwest heavy since the South has been dominating.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jerome is coming for you today. Armani said deserving.
I'm not Jerome. I didn't say that Bama was the most deserving. I said if you want the most deserving, then put Notre Dame in. If you want people to watch TV, put Bama in. But then Coach Rev just said, hey, they have that deal with, so he muted. That point was mute.
Did he just let that out?
Man, okay. Jerome, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Hey, man. Jerome control with the best of them, man. I'm telling you. He like that net, just like he'll just keep coming, man.
Man, ain't nobody worry about Jerome. Y'all just worry about the Bulldogs winning today. That's what y'all do. Worry about
all right, gentlemen, let's put this show to an end, and let's go with what we normally go with. If I can find it. You have the right to do what, when, where, and how. Coach, you go first.
I know they're not important right now, but USC, you have the right to end the season tonight on a winning note and win your last game and end the Damian Williams what was it, debacle season, whatever he did. So,
Coach, you ought to be ashamed of yourself bringing that team up on championship Saturday. When nobody talking about USC.
We done discussed ad nauseum everybody else. So,
Coach, let's. You know what I'm thinking about? I can't say it, but coming to America. There you go, pulling Rocky Mountain. There goes Coach, pulling USC out of this. Feeling great. Armani, who has the right to do what, when, where, how? And I feel like he's gonna say something about Alabama.
Man, Falcons. I know I picked the Bucks, but you have a right to shock me tomorrow. Shock me and shock everybody else to get a W versus. You ain't never beat Tom Brady in your life. I mean, since he's been the quarterback here in the NFL. Do us a favor. And if y'all win I'll take that loss. I'll gladly take that loss if I'm going to lose any game. So y'all can beat Tom Brady. Please, I know I picked y'all to lose, but let's just surprise me. You have the right to surprise me.
There are two teams who have the right to do something this weekend in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. On Saturday, the Georgia Bulldogs, you have the right to win the SEC championship. Kirby Smart, you have the right to show that your last name can apply to you making good, smart decisions during the game.
Uh-oh.
Then on Sunday, Atlanta Falcons, you have the right to keep losing. We need draft picks, not more victories. So you have the right to lose once again. Let Tom Brady wipe up the stadium with you and live to see another week where your draft status goes up when your team is really still needs to go down. So that's what you all have the right to do. And with that being said, that puts a bow on episode 215. Jerome, we are finally on the same page, brother. No doubt about it. We want to thank everybody for watching episode 215 of the Red Rev Sports Show. We appreciate you all. If anybody goes to the stadium today, please pray for the sports babe that she is not inebriated, but she is functioning well. Everybody be blessed. Enjoy some championship football. And if anybody else watches the USC game besides Coach, please let me know.
You know what? The shade, I tell you, the shade, I don't get it.
Be blessed, everybody. We'll see y'all next week, and we'll ask Coach what happened during the USC game next week.
And be looking for Rev. He might be taking a vacation, unintended. We don't know yet.
All right, everybody.